Make or Break, episode 6. Let's go.
Care, I do a little small YouTube channel. Do you care if I film? Makes me feel good. Opening shot acquired.
And in this episode, you'll see me completely put the car back together. And does it run and drive?
I'm hoping it just starts right up.
Before we get too far into this episode 6 though, just to reiterate, what does make or break mean? Well, quite literally, what it sounds like. These series of projects are very serious to me. It is quite literally a make or break situation. Some of you know that I was an oil truck driver for a company that recently shut down, and I was let go along with all the other drivers. We were given a severance package for 6 weeks of pay. And yes, I have applied for other driving jobs, but have yet to hear anything. So this quite literally is make or break. These series are not just a fellow working on cars in his garage for fun. This is a man desperately trying to take care of his family, pay his bills, keep food in their stomachs, keep the lights on, and also do what I'm passionate about. I do like working on cars, and if I can do this, it's either make or break. This either works or it doesn't. And that means that not only do I have to find good cars that have clean titles, that have never been crashed or anything like that, that have some sort of a value still, but some, in this case, catastrophic issue that nobody wants to fix because it's quite hard to do. And shops charge a fortune or just turn you away altogether. So I have to fix these cars, and in a timely manner as well, and get them back together and get them sold and move on to the next. And then take the money that hopefully I made in profit and pay bills with it and buy food for my family. That's also the reason why you see me come out with the shirt finally after 7 years of being on YouTube. I desperately need this to work. Sure, I could probably go back to work and find a lower paying job or settle for something little. In the meantime, though, I'm going to keep applying for jobs that I deserve or feel that I deserve at the pay rate that I deserve, but also pour every bit of my heart, soul, and time into this. And to the people joining the members and watching it, that also helps in a small way, right? Pick up a shirt, pick up a membership, and just in the meantime, just watch the video. As I'm going to wait till I get to about 12 to 14 episodes, and then I'm going to start releasing them to public once a week. But I want to have that good stockpile of them so that I don't miss a week. Once I start dropping one every week, the clock starts, right? I don't want to get something started that I can't finish. But we are on car number 2. Did I fix it completely? In a matter of 5 days, pull a bad transmission out, locate a new transmission, put everything back together, and run and drive? That's what this video is for. Let's go.
I almost forgot one more thing. I'm gonna put my valve body and computer out of my trans into this one. I could just do it right here while it's on the floor, but I figure I'm gonna go ahead and get it in the cradle first, because that's gonna be kind of the harder part, is getting that front transmission mount and that rear transmission mount lined up and everything kind of settled in place. But then I can lift this up as high as I need to, throw a drain pan under it, because I'm pretty sure this one still has the fluid in it. But this would be a good time to test out if mine actually has a new filter and everything in it, because supposedly the guy that sold it to me said that they tried to do the flush and the filter and all that first. So I'll have a brand new filter when this is said and done, if that's the case.
Booyah! Now it's on in the song because I said so. Hoping you listen up, paying attention to mine. So as you can see in that last clip, I do some of my best work out here to the soundtrack of Tupac Shakur. In the next scene, you're gonna see me lift this car up high enough to get the engine and cradle back underneath of it, which you have to lift really, really high in the air, higher than any standard jack will get you. So I decided to stack some wood together, which is how I got it out of there. But it dawned on me, why don't I just screw all these together so that it doesn't have a chance of like flopping apart? Brilliant. right? And what do you do with a brilliant idea like that? You celebrate it with a dance, folks. Come on.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do up,
no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Alright, it is safe to say that we are in the final stretch. I am just topping it back off with fluids. I had already put a gallon of transmission fluid in there. It says this thing holds 9 quarts from completely empty, but I didn't have the torque converter out. I left it in, and I don't know, 9 quarts sounds crazy. I got 2 gallons, so I did get 8 quarts total, I guess, but I don't think it's gonna hold that much. Put a gallon in first. I'm gonna get it to start, well, attempt the first start. I mean, this thing was completely in pieces less than 24 hours ago. So I just gotta wire the rest of this back up, which is crazy. This is normal to get the battery out. You have to take all, I've never seen anything like that before in my life. Speaking of, I've had the battery over here on a slow charge. You win. It's a big ass battery too for a little 4-cylinder car. Yeah. Ouch. Baby. You guys want to see me go to a gas station and do this dance to this song? Put it past me, bro. I got moves. You dropped the Bible. You're turning me on, baby. I think I'll just stick the wrench in on cars. So I was just telling my wife yesterday, because I managed to spend an entire day out here yesterday. I came out here at 8 a.m. and I didn't go back in until 5. But it didn't even seem like 4 hours to me. And it's just because this is my happy, I thoroughly enjoy doing this. Especially the thought of supporting my family with doing something that I love to do. There's an old adage, isn't it? Like, if you're doing what you love, you'll never work a day in your life or whatever. And I thoroughly enjoy doing this. I hate these battery tie downs though. My younger years, I used to just be lazy and never put those back on. Just let the battery kind of rock around, figure itself out. This just reminded me, this is such a specific battery because this thing clips right to it. Wow. And this wire, I swear I've never seen a battery setup like this. So specific. So the wire has to thread through here, around this. Wild, dude. And then into this, which I don't want to let that hot cable touch yet necessarily. And then goes right there. That's all just to get the battery off. That's like I said, standard procedure, I guess. That cable goes there. I feel like an electrician again, like I'm wiring up lugs or something. I just wanted to make sure I turn this camera on for the first start attempt. You never know how that's gonna go. I'm sure this is all like pyro fuses and stuff. And if you don't know what a pyro fuse is, it's what blows if you're in an accident and cuts the power to the whole car. I think it's like a fire safety thing. Just give me something I can use. Hey. This would be the first time I hooked the battery back up since the whole wiring harness was off. Could be interesting. Definitely want to catch it on camera as well. Ain't that unfortunate that that's how that works? Like, if you have some like catastrophic problem, it makes for better, like more entertaining stuff. All right, here we go. All right, let's go straight down. Did the lights flicker again? Come on, tell me. It may take a second to start because I had all the fuel lines unhooked. But nonetheless, should fire right up. And I have to have it started and up to temperature in order to check the trans fluid correctly. Pretty sure. Oh, and one more thing. It might be just a tad bit louder. See, like a lot of these northeast cars, the exhaust bolts always rot out, and I 100% broke one off. Matter of fact, to get this one out and replaced it with a new one, because if I would have put that back in there, it would have broke for sure. All right, let's see. And I only have to put 2 cans back in it. Keyless entry still works. Good sign. All jokes aside, I'm hoping it just starts right up. Definitely more than a little bit louder. I'm gonna take it to exhaust shop tomorrow, given everything else works. Let the coolant system bleed. This is the exhaust bolt. I can feel the exhaust coming out right there. Nonetheless, started right up. Like I said, no, let's turn that volume down. No service engine light. That's a damn good sign. Because it could tell the old transmission was bad as soon as you started it up. So, according to GM, the sequence is start it, let it run, let it warm up, and then pull the plug out of the side of the transmission. And if transmission fluid runs out, then you got the correct level. It's like I said, I put a gallon in it so far, and if there was, well, there'd still have to be 5 more quarts like residual in there, which seems kind of unlikely. Or if I should just put a pair of channel locks or a little C-clip clamp on that exhaust for now. It's alright. Alright. Got all the fluids topped off. Got the AC recharged. It's ice cold. Was getting ready to go on a test drive. Got my documents in case I get pulled over. And I couldn't believe it. I was forgetting one thing for this maiden voyage, for this test drive, to see if I fixed it or not. My sidekick. Buddy, high five. Do you think the car's gonna work? Yes or no? Is it gonna drive? I honestly don't know. I don't do a lot of transmission work. Well, it just went to drive. It should, like I said, the only variable, if you remember earlier in this video, I should have edited in, I had to take the computer and the shift module, basically the computer, out of the old transmission that was in this and put it into this one so that I wouldn't have to go to Glockner's and have them program the VIN number in it. So this is the factory trans that came out of this, so I need to get that module out. I'll show you guys real quick what that module looks like. So that's the computer right there, and that's what has the VIN number in it. That's the valve body and all that. So it's just a bunch of shift solenoids. It's not as complicated as it looks. And there was a slight chance that that computer or that module was what was wrong with it to begin with. The only way to find out is to drive it. So let's get you guys right here. I don't fake it on my channel. Now what it was doing before would shift from first to second, and then from this, and then the second to third shift would flare up real big. What have I got going on here? Okay, so I've messed up the steering a little bit. No problem. We'll figure it out. I was a little off on my shaft down here. I know that sounds freaking hilarious, but so I marked this shaft and I was only off by that much. All right, got it to where I can turn. And I've definitely pissed it off though. Oh man. Well, I just want to see if the transmission will shift. That's my main concern. It goes forward. That's a good sign, right? All right. First gear. Second gear. Third gear. That's already better than it was before. Fourth gear. Fifth gear. Wow. Daddy did it. High five. Bam. Yeah, we've been a little sick around here. He's still a little snotty. Sorry for that. So we have a shift machine. We just got a mad steering. So I may be able to reset that. There's probably, well, the calibration thing's working now. Plus I've read on a bunch of forums that it'll shift kind of goofy until it learns again. It's got to like relearn like driving method or like driving habits and stuff like that. So I'm not too awful concerned about it if it has like a funny shift here and there. I'm glad I recharged this air before I went anywhere though. My goodness gracious. It's so good to feel this thing shift correctly. I should have test drove it before I changed the transmission on camera because it was wild. And it was like, you're gonna blow it up. You know, I showed you guys in that last video that I changed that micro relay around and tried to fix it that way. And the light went off and it acted like it was gonna do good, but what it would do, like that second to third gear shift, it would flare like back up to like 8,000 RPM, and this thing red lines at what? Yeah, 8,000. I just realized that doesn't have a red line on the tag. Anyway, that's the red line for sure, but it would flare all the way up to there. You'd only be doing like 27, 28 miles an hour, but at 8,000 RPM, just whee! Oh my God, I can't drive this like whee, whee. Anyway, whee, whee, whee. Hey, I appreciate you guys making it to the end if you did. All right, so there's only one more episode left of this. We gotta clean it up. We gotta detail it, buff it, and all that stuff. Put it up for sale, and then we're going to the next car. What will I get now? Who knows? Stick around and see. Love you guys.